Investigators say a child taken by her mother from a Brunswick County home on Monday has been found safely near the coast. According to the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office, 33-year-old Elizabeth Marie Cribb, who does not have custody of her child, took the child on Monday. The child's father has custody, deputies say. Investigators say that Cribb and the child were found Tuesday in Leland, just south of Wilmington. Cribb is being held in the Brunswick County Jail under a $6,000 secured bond. She is charged with abduction of a child, breaking and entering, assault and battery, according to the Sheriff's Office. A bill to help keep North Carolina's roads clean has cleared its first committee with a few changes. The Highway Cleanup Act of 2021 has passed the House Transportation Committee, according to House Majority Leader Representative John Bell, but the bill looks different than it did when he filed it February 16th. One major change is the striking of doubling litter-related fines. Instead, of a new version of the bill calls for a study on the effects of fines and punishments for littering by the Joint Legislative Oversight Committee, with findings, recommendations, and legislative changes to be presented during the General Assembly's 2022 session. There is also a call for a feasibility study on the implementation of an inmate cleanup program, as well as a report on the effectiveness of NCDOT's litter management system. The amended bill also changes the name of the Cops Clean NC program to Detainees Clean NC. Under that program, sheriff's offices would be eligible for up to $10,000 out of $1 million set aside by the NC Department of Transportation to oversee detainee litter pickup. According to recent local solid waste reports, more than 16 tons of garbage have been collected from Richmond County roads since January 1st. A county-wide cleanup originally slated for April 24th was rescheduled due to weather for May 1st. Local health officials on Tuesday announced Richmond County's 93rd COVID-related death. Judging by a press release, the death occurred at a hospital. According to the health department, 66 residents have died while at a hospital, 23 in another healthcare facility, and 4 outside of a health setting. When the health department released Tuesday's statistics, there were 6 residents hospitalized with the coronavirus. That number had dropped to 0 on March 31st, but has risen slightly since. This is the first resident diagnosed with COVID-19 to die in April. The most recent was announced on March 10th. For the first time in Richmond County, the 2-dose Pfizer vaccine will be available for 16 and 17-year-olds the week of May 3rd through the 8th. That is the only vaccine approved for teens of that age. Following a slight pause, the one-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine is again available, as is the 2-dose Moderna vaccine for those 18 and older. Richmond Raider baseball returned Tuesday at Purnell Sweat, but too many walks cost the Raiders in a close game to start the season. Richmond and head coach Rob Ransom fell to the Rams 10-9, but the loss wasn't without opportunities to score or keep Purnell Sweat off the board. The Raiders scored 7 runs in the top of the 4th inning to erase a 6-run deficit, but putting runners on late led to the Rams' win. Richmond stranded 6 runners on base. Junior Harley Honeycutt got the start on the mound and gave up 6 earned runs on 3 hits and 4 walks in 2 innings. Freshman Cameron Seagraves tossed 2.1 innings of relief and allowed 3 runs on 2 hits and also had 4 walks. The Rams scored in each of the first 3 innings, including 4 runs in the bottom of the second to take a 7-1 lead. Richmond's lone run early on came when junior Alston Johnson scored on a wild pitch by Jonathan Jacobs. The Raiders will play their first home game on Friday in the second half of the season series with the Rams. First pitch is set for 7 p.m. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report is coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
She gets her soccer skills from her mom, her sense of humor from her dad, and her drugs from her home medicine cabinet. Over half of misused medication comes from family and friends. Talk to your children about the dangers of prescription drug misuse. Secure your medication, take regular inventory to ensure nothing is missing, and properly dispose of expired or unused medication. Be aware. Don't share. Lock your meds.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
JC's in Rockingham has you covered for used appliances, parts, trailers, and storage. We have one of the largest selections of reconditioned washers, dryers, and refrigerators in the Sand Hills, and we offer free delivery to residents inside Richmond County. Come check out our variety of trailers for any hauling job and our storage buildings for the things you need out of the weather or house. We also carry parts and accessories for appliances, trailers, truck beds, and can order the things you need. That's JC's on South Hancock Street in Rockingham.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
You were always more than my mom. You were my role model, my best friend, and biggest supporter. You filled my days with unconditional love. And you also prepared for the day when you couldn't be here. Because of the woman you were back then, I'm able to be the woman I am now. Your planning made this moment possible.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
You're Alive at 5. Weather report is brought to you by Sunset Slush, classic Italian ice located here in downtown Rockingham. And happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Once again, another beautiful day here in Brunswick County and the surrounding Sand Hills area. No complaints here at all. It is really nice and warm outside today. Lots of sunshine, a few clouds out there. And that's how the story is going to be going on later this evening as well. Way more warmer than what we saw yesterday evening. 6 o'clock, 84 degrees. We're only getting into the 70s by 10 o'clock. And it'll go down a little bit more after that into the high 60s as we go throughout the night. Other than that, it's going to stay relatively warm throughout the entire evening with a sunset at 8:01 p.m. and a full moon out tonight as well. Take a look at the highs and the lows for tomorrow, continuing on with these warm temperatures moving forward. We're still staying around the around the 70s for the low and getting up into the high 80s for the high. Fayetteville, a high of 88 and a low of 70, with Raversing, a high of 88 and a low of 68. Down in Robeson County, a high of 87 and a low of 70, with Laurinburg just on the cusp of hitting that 70 there with a high of 89 and a low of 69. Up in Southern Pines, will be a high of 87 and a low of 66. Over in Ellerby, a high of 86 and a low of 65, with Rockingham and Hamlet seeing a high of 86 and a low of 66. Down in Marlboro County, a high of 88 and a low of 69, with Anson County seeing a high of 85 and a low of 67. Once again, more sunshine all day long tomorrow. And as I look at the 7-day forecast, as you can see, we do got a lot more rain kind of popping up on the board. It is behind me, so we'll get that here in just a moment. But first, Thursday, a high of 86, a low of 66. On Friday, partly cloudy skies. That will carry on throughout the rest of the weekend, with Friday seeing a high of 81 and a low of 52, followed by Saturday with a high of 75 and a low of 50. Cools down just a little bit. We'll get right back into the 80s again on Sunday with a high of 82 and a low of 60. Now, taking a look at Monday through Wednesday, we do have a good chance of precipitation popping up throughout those couple of days. Monday, a high of 84 and a low of 65 with a 50% chance of precipitation. Followed by Tuesday, it drops down to a 30% chance in the afternoon with a high of 88 and a low of 68. And then on Wednesday, a 100% chance of rain all day long. Actually, that will be thunderstorms all day long for Wednesday. Not only that, but that'll be our first 90 that we could be seeing popping up for 2021. On Wednesday, it could very well have a high of 90 set for right now with a low of 65 Of course, it'll probably fluctuate a little bit as we get closer to that day. So it's a whole week out from right now. I'll have to keep that day, of course, to move forward. But it could be our first 90 for 2021. That's kind of exciting. Might be a little bit concerning for those who think that might be too hot. And I probably would agree with you on that. Much as I love hot weather, I think 90 gets a little too much even for me. But as we move forward, we do got temperatures continuing on up, and that's always going to be good weather for having outdoor activities. So that is going to do it for Live at 5 Weather Report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. Of course, for the latest news, sports, and other events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com, or you can download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richmond County.